So when you get a box and whiskers plot, you have to figure out how many numbers you have. I'm going to do number 5 here. It looks like you have 8 total numbers. And then I'm going to look at number 7, where you have 7 total numbers. And so finding the median of those are going to work a little bit differently. So the first thing you need to do is put these numbers in order least to greatest, like I told you before. So we'll start with, I think 25 is the lowest number, so we'll put 25, then 39, and then I guess 40 is next, and then 42, and then 44, and then 57, and then 64, and finally 95. So look how I did it. I crossed it off. I double check. I have 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll make sure I have 8 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Once you have that, then you split your data in half. So half of 8 is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your first half. That's the lower half. And this becomes the upper half. So your median is in between these two numbers. So if you have a median that's between two numbers, what you need to do, I'm going to write here median, you need to add the two numbers in the middle, 42 plus 44, and divide it by 2. That's taking these two numbers, adding them and dividing it by 2, and that'll give you that middle number, which is 43. So your median is 43. Then your lower median, which is we call Q1 is your lower median, it's the middle of the low half. You will do the same thing. You have 4 numbers, so the middle is right here between these two. So you will add 39 and 40, and then you will divide it by 2. And that happens to be 39.5. That's the lower median. The upper median, which we call Q3, is between these two numbers, right? Because you got 2 numbers, on each side. So let me take this blue stuff off so that you know what I'm talking about. I think this was 39, 40, right? All right. So the middle number there is between 57 and 64. So you'll go 57 plus 64 and then divide that by 2. And you're going to get, I think it's 59.5. Pretty sure. All right. So after you do that, actually, it could be 60.5. Sorry about that. Let me just get the calculator and do that. I was trying to do it in my head. But if I get 57 plus 64 and then divide that by 2, yeah, it's 60.5. Sorry about that. 60.5. All right. So once you have those, then you're ready to create your box and whiskers. Remember, your minimum and maximums are the endpoints. This number line looks kind of weird. Maybe you could start, let's start here at 50 maybe. No, like 25. We'll start at 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, there's my number line. My minimum is 25, so I'm going to put a mark here at 25. My maximum is 95, so I'm going to put a mark right here. I'm going to erase this at 95. My lower median is 39.5, so I put a mark right here where 39.5 is. And I put a mark where 60.5 is, which is my upper median. 60.5 is right here. You're going to create a box from the lower median and the upper median. And then you're going to connect your minimum and your maximum to that box like this. And then you're going to draw your median, which was 43. That's the middle of all the data is 43. You're going to mark that as well, which is right here. So if you take a look at your box and whiskers, you can see that the majority of the data, the box is leaning to the left. So what I want you to notice is this. The numbers, we split the numbers evenly, right? Here's the half, here's the lower half, and here's the upper half. You have equal amount of numbers. Two numbers, two numbers, two numbers, two numbers. That means there's 25% of the data is in each section. Okay? 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. So even though the data, we split the data evenly and it's 25% each section, the box in Whiskers is not evenly distributed because the number of numbers, or the gap between the numbers, the spread between the numbers is very different. So 50% of your data is in this half from here to here, and 50% of your data is in this upper half right here. You could see how that upper half is spread out more. It's the same amount of numbers. You got 4 numbers in that upper half, but it's spread out more. And you have 4 numbers on the lower half, and it's not as spread out as much. So it's more like concentrated. So that's how you determine these data. That's the use of this box and Whiskers. It determines how spread out the data is once you split it up.